What's going on, everybody? It is Sunday morning. We got every single NBA team playing, and let's go over exactly what every team has to do today in order to secure the positioning that they particularly want. That's going to be the deciding factor here. It's people's motivations. So before we get going, check out all my picks here at pickcity.com. We got I have an NBA playoff package for $50 for the whole NBA playoff. If you've been following my my NBA, stay as loud as hell. We are close to about 60 units in the green this year. So go to pickcity.com and use and go to NBA playoff packages and then add it to your cart. DM me and we are good to go. 2.5 month value, and we are going to kill the NBA playoffs as we have been doing the entire NBA season. What's up, Justin? Man, I didn't know if you check out the stream after good old Sloan's last night. All right. So let's go to the playoff picture. All right. We have a lot of scenarios to go over. It's kind of incredible, to be honest with you. This playing game kind of screws with everything. So let's go. So here we go. As of today, only things that are secured are the Sixers being the 1 seed, the Spurs being the 10 seed, and I think the Celtics being the 7 seed. So those are the only scenarios that are legit, not up in the air today. Then we have 2 play-in games before the play-in games. So wide awake and feeling, yeah, buddy. There we go. So the 2 play-in games pretty much are the Warriors, Memphis, and then we have Wizards, Hornets. So those 2 games are going to decide kind of who's going to be that 8 seed and who gets to get that home field advantage for that second game. For that second, they get an additional advantage. So it's not one and done. It's you can lose one and win one, and you're still in. So those 2 games I'll be definitely targeting because I know the motivational factors are there for both teams, and so I'll get to those plays here soon. Other ones that we pretty much have clear motivational factors in is this matchup here, Denver and Portland. They played tonight. I believe so. It's tonight. Let's see. Denver. Yeah, they played 8-10. That game, 9.5 spread. Everybody in the world knows that the Trailblazers need to win. If the Trailblazers win, they get the 6th seed. The Lakers are playing the Pelicans, and if they win and the Portland Trailblazers lose, they swap. Highly unlikely that the Trailblazers let that happen with a 9.5 spread. So what I'm debating on doing, I'll probably wait and see what the lineup is for the Nuggets tonight. My assumption would be Jokic plays, but not the entire game. So I think he wants to say he starts all 72 games and maybe not play the second half. So could be something where I take the Blazers later on tonight for a multi-unit play, but we shall see. That is a game I have circled though. Lakers, they're gonna hand it to the Pelicans. I think it's an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. That's a game I'm targeting as well because Lakers are going to try to get themselves right into conditioning mode with LeBron and AD. They're gonna have to get some more minutes underneath them, and the Pelicans literally are playing for nothing. So that could be a first half spread that I go after. Like I said, those games aren't until 8 o'clock, so I probably won't have a play on that until later on today. So just follow me on Twitter for all those. The ones that I do have a play on, so these early matchups. So these early matchups are going to be key for a lot of things going on throughout the day. The Knicks win, and they are the 4 seed. So the Knicks, for sure, have some motivational factors here. And I don't know about the 12. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting it in half, and they're one of the best first half ATS teams. So I'm going to go there. It's -7. So I'm taking -7 first half for the Knicks for 1.5 units. So that is a play for sure early on today. Celtics are resting everybody. They have nothing to play for. Knicks have everything to play for, especially in the first half. Get out to a big lead and not get screwed on the back end. So Knicks first half -7 is the way to go. So let me get that in the bet slip there. Okay. All right. So Knicks win. They are a 4 seed. Then you have the Hawks and the Heat. The Heat are the dumbest team in the world because, I mean, unless they're just super, super confident against the Bucks, but them losing yesterday to the Bucks pretty much secured that they're going to play the Bucks first round. Because I don't see the Hawks losing their game, as the Hawks are playing a team that's probably not even trying. Yeah, the Rockets. They haven't been trying pretty much all year. So Hawks should handle them. 7.5 is pretty low in my opinion, but maybe the Rockets spoiling the Clippers the other day, but maybe has this low. But I think the Hawks are a team definitely can win this game. And then the Heat -5 against the Pistons, basically because we don't know who the hell's even gonna play. This might be a game where they just throw it again because they can't be the 7th seed, so they're literally locked into the 6th seed if they lose. In an scenario where the Heat, for whatever reason yesterday, I was on them for 2 units to beat the Bucks, and I don't understand their philosophy to not try to get up and play a better matchup than the Bucks, but maybe they just like their matchups against them and want to go head to head against them in the first round. I don't agree with it. So Heat are a team that I'll probably fade today because motivational factors, I have no idea. Then we got the Mavericks. So the Mavericks game is literally up in the air because at the same time the Clippers and the Nuggets play. So the Clippers are pretty much the wild card of the day. People are saying that they're going to play, that they're not going to play. They're literally, the Nuggets and the Clippers are both trying to avoid the Lakers and being on the same bracket side. So if Portland wins, let me read this, make sure I'm right. So the trick is Nuggets play the Trailblazers. Yeah, so the Nuggets win, they're an automatic 3 seed. But if the Clippers, if they both lose, so if Nuggets lose, which everybody's thinking that they're going to lose because the Portland Trailblazers need to win, then the Clippers can lose on purpose, and the Nuggets are the 3rd seeds. So it's very, very tricky of what the Clippers are going to do today. If they want to stay in that 4 seed to be on the opposite side of the Lakers going forward into the playoffs. So let me see what that line is for the Clippers. So that's 8. It's got to be 8 because the Thunder are literally tanking, and I think they're 1-23 in their last 24 games. So it's one of those games where I'm probably staying away from the whole Clippers today. I just don't see them wanting to win this game. I ultimately think they do win, and it's bad. Who do the Cavs play? Cavs are playing the Nets, and that's another game, Justin, that the Nets more than likely are going to win, but it's more of covering that number, maybe a first half play. But if the Bucks, I think the Bucks play late, so it's one of those things where maybe a first half play, but they need to win to be the 2 seed. So they're gonna, I think they'll cover for sure. The Nets will be the 2 seed, winning that game, and then the Bucks will be the 3 seed if they win. If they flip, where Nets lose, Bucks win, Bucks are the 2 seed. So I'm really, really only targeting the for sure games as of right now, and those for sure games to me are the 2 play-in games. So Wizards, Hornets, and then Memphis, Golden State. Those are my 2 top plays. So what I got for my 2-unit play is going to be Warriors -4. This game literally going to come down. It's the beginning of the playoffs for both these teams, and the Warriors are set. They want to pretty much get it going today, and I got them covering closer to 6 to 8 points here. Steph Curry was out yesterday, or the other day, I think it was Friday. So he's got extra rest. The experience factor here, they are going to lay it on the Grizzlies today. I think they go all out and do a little bit different packages today, and essentially lock up the 8 seed. Pretty much Warriors, Lakers, and then the winner of that goes to the 7 seed. So that's going to be a hell of a game. NBA will make that game happen for sure. So Warriors get the win here. You could even, what is that money line? I think that money line's too steep. 177. You could end up taking the money line if you'd like, but I'm going to sit here and take the 4 points for the Warriors. So the other game, that is another play-in game, like the Golden State too. Yeah, I think that's going to be a play that a lot of people like with the experience factor there. Both teams. So both teams here. The Hornets, Wizards. This is me leaning on Bradley Beal playing. I'll wait to confirm that. It should come out within the hour if he is playing or not. But I do like the Wizards -6 here, and I will play them for a 1-unit play. So Wizards -6. Hornets almost played spoiler yesterday to the Knicks. Knicks pull it out in OT. We had them for a 1.5-unit play, so that was nice to see. Game could be a little bit closer and maybe spreads out towards the end. I just think the Wizards, especially if Bradley Beal play, they will be able to put up enough points and easily cover, maybe win by double digits. They have been the better team down the stretch, the Wizards. Let me see if they have anything. They essentially be the 8 seed. So, the winner of that game is the 8 seed and has the advantage because they get to pretty much either lose the first game and then win the second game and be in. So that game will be tough, but I'm ultimately on the side of the Wizards. And then in the West with our top 2 seeds, so the Jazz and the Suns. So Jazz win, they are the number 1 seed. Suns win, Jazz lose, the Suns are the number 1 seed. I don't think the Kings have the ability to. Let's see, they're the late game. Yeah, so 9.5. I just don't see the Jazz screwing this up, and I just don't think. I don't know if they're gonna get the 9.5. So this is another play down the road and see who the Kings are playing and who the Jazz are playing, because you're gonna see. They're going to know if the Suns win or not against the Spurs to ultimately have the motivational factor here. But my final play that we got is I'm going to lean back on the Suns. This is more of a statement game that the Suns are going to keep playing. They had the same motivational factor yesterday and beat the team by 30 points. And I see that happening again today by double digits with the Suns. So I'm taking the Suns -9 today for 1 unit. Those are all my plays here on the right side. So we got the Warriors -4, 2 units. Wizards -6 for a unit. Knicks -7 in the first half for 1.5 units. and then I got the Wizards -6 for 1 unit. So these are who I am rolling with today. Motivational factors are huge for these teams, and then there also will be potentially a play on the Blazers game. Just gonna have to see who is playing for the Nuggets. It could be something where I take them second half. The Nuggets try to play this game pretty close in the first half, and then the Blazers end up blowing them out. So just I'll wait and see on that. Ultimately, the Blazers are going to win that game, without a doubt. Without a doubt in my mind, Blazers win that game. Lakers will win their game as well. So I might share one of my a parlay that I might put together for these particular matchups. In those must-win games, take their money line, those heavy money lines, and put a little bit on them. But I'll share that on Twitter. Let me get your guys' thoughts. If you guys have any other questions on the slate, who needs to win? What do you guys think? Throw them in the chat. I'll be here for probably another 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how many questions you guys got. But those are the plays I'm rolling with today over this game 72. For anybody who joined late, $50. You get all my NBA playoff package plays through. If you want to DM me or buy them through Pick City, go ahead and do that. $50 gets you 2.5 months worth of NBA plays. Pretty sick deal there. Let's see. Games to watch. Yeah, Grizzlies, Warriors. NHL playoffs today. Who we got? Pens, book it. Whoever you like. I don't do NHL. I'm close to St. Louis, so go Blues. Yeah, today is really, we know who will win, and it's just about covering the spreads. Really, that's what we're worried about. That's the kicker for us gamblers over here. We know who needs to win, but we need to also figure out who's going to cover and who's not going to cover. So biggest play of the day, we got the Warriors -4 for 2 units. I think the Knicks come out extremely hot today and lay it on them. Make sure that there's zero doubt, and it'll be the Knicks versus the Hawks the first round, which will be pretty awesome to watch. This is probably going to be the matchup in the Eastern Conference. For whatever reason, the Heat wanted to face the Bucks. I don't get it, but that will ultimately be, unless for somehow, some way, the Nets lose and the Bucks win and they switch. But don't see the Nets screwing this up. And then Clippers are the biggest wild card of the day, with them potentially losing on purpose to avoid being on the same side of the bracket as the Clippers or as the Lakers. And who knows? The Nuggets may surprise people and try to go for the win, but I whatsoever. So Portland needs to win it. They should have beat the damn Suns before, and should have claimed it already, but they'll get it today. So Portland will probably be a play later on that we will discuss. But if we got any other questions, go in the chat. If not, we'll get up on out of here and enjoy Game 72 today and see how it all plays out. Those are the 4 plays. Those will also be my VIP plays for right now. So if you check out the stream, congrats, you got all my VIP plays. And then there'll be a couple other announcements regarding streams with my guy Gambling Buddy. We talked this morning, and we have some interesting plans moving forward, especially for the NFL season, which I'm already thinking about. Hopefully you guys are too. So I know it's only May, but got a little while to go. So, any other questions? I will get up on out of here and let's go win some money.
Spaz on this motherfucker.